work or diamonds from one of the name brand vendors. A consultation at Young Jewelers will have you feeling confident you've made the right choice. Young Jewelers, located across from City Hall on 19th Street and online at youngjewelers.com.
If you're craving great food in a place that feels just right, it's time to head to Jake's on 4th in downtown Jasper. From stacked made-to-order burgers to hearty favorites fresh off the grill, every dish at Jake's is cooked with care and full of flavor. It's comfortable, relaxed, and always welcoming. Whether you're meeting friends, enjoying a casual dinner, or just want a laid-back spot with great atmosphere, Jake's on 4th delivers every time. Located at 1810 4th Avenue South of downtown Jasper, Jake's is open Wednesday through Saturday with lunch from 11 to 3:30 and dinner 5 to close. Jake's has great food, an easygoing vibe, and it's a place you'll want to come back to. Jake's on 4th, fine dining done the Walker County way.
Jasper just wouldn't be Jasper without Bernard's Store for Men. After 70 years in business, they've become a local tradition. When you walk through the door at Bernard's Store for Men, you're going to find shelf after shelf of nothing but quality name brand merchandise. You're not going to have to walk all over a 10-acre store looking for a pair of socks. When you walk through the door at Bernard's, you're going to be met with personal service. The entire staff at Bernard's prides themselves on assisting you, the customer, in every way. Alterations are always free, and so is the coffee and the conversation. You want the best for yourself or for the man in your life, or only the best. It's Bernard's Store for Men on the square in historic downtown Jasper, and always on the square with you.
Bevel State does more than award certificates and diplomas. At Bevel State, we build futures. We prepare students for high-demand careers, transfer success, and a life of opportunity. This is where potential becomes purpose, where the future isn't just imagined, it's made visible. Start your story at bscc.edu. Bevel State, building futures.
In 1936, David's son Humphreys opened a little mom-and-pop store with old wooden floors and a pot-bellied stove on 9th Avenue in Jasper. People liked doing business with Mr. Humphreys, and in 1955, he had to build a bigger store. Almost a century later, Sun's Supermarket on 9th Avenue is still carrying on Mr. Humphreys' legacy of providing great customer service with a small-town atmosphere. Hard to believe this is our 90th year in business. To all our loyal customers through the years, thank you for doing business with us. Sun's Supermarket, serving you since 1936.
The sound of Walker County on 101.5 is WDXB HD3 Pelham, W286BM Jasper, an iHeartRadio station. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Young Jewelers. That name has been a part of Jasper for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, for 3 generations and over 70 years, Young Jewelers has been located in downtown Jasper, striving to earn your loyalty with quality and customer service. Young Jewelers has set the standard in diamonds, jewelry, and gifts. You can afford to have a diamond from Young Jewelers. Our friendly staff can assure you of that. And you're always greeted with a smile and a genuine concern for your needs. Whether it's custom design work or diamonds from one of the name brand vendors, a consultation at Young Jewelers will have you feeling confident you've made the right choice. Young Jewelers, located across from City Hall on 19th Street and online at youngjewelers.com.
The sound of Walker County on 101.5 is WDXB HD3 Pelham, W286BM Jasper, an iHeartRadio station. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
It's 9 o'clock and we're going live. This is Live at 9 on WJLX with James Phillips, presented by Young Jewelers in historic downtown Jasper. Real talk, real stories, right now.
And welcome in, James Phillips here on Live at 9 on WJLX. And this morning, it's not just our normal breakfast club with James and Bryan. We got a special guest this morning that you may not recognize, but you may know him as well because he's infamous, if nothing else, right? Bama Bob is here. Travis Manasco. Good morning.
Good morning.
Come on, pull that close to you.
Good morning.
And you can pull it closer. You don't have to talk straight into it, but I want everybody to hear you for sure. Bama Bob, I'm going to call you Bama Bob.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That's fine.
Okay. Bama Bob is a stand-up comedian from Jasper. He's a graduate of Walker High School, and he's actually got a big week this week. He's participating in the Alabama's Funniest competition that's going on at the Stardome Comedy Club in Hoover, and he's going to be there on Wednesday night with a slew of other comedians. This contest, they've separated it into some different preliminary rounds, and this is one of those. And you said there are going to be 13 comedians?
Yeah, 13 comedians on Wednesday night.
So that's a full night. It doesn't matter. You're going to be laughing on Wednesday night. And hopefully laughing at Bob.
Maybe not at me, but at somebody.
Right, at somebody. Tell us a little bit about the contest to start with, and then we'll get into how you became a comedian, and me and Bryan will just kind of have a conversation with you.
Okay. Well, the competition, it's the first annual Alabama Funniest Person contest. It started because of earlier this year, Bruce Ayers, who owned the Stardome for a long, long time, started it back in '83, I think. And he finally went ahead and retired this past year, and he sold the comedy club to a group called Helium. And they own 9 other comedy clubs throughout the United States, and all the other ones do the same thing. They have there's one in Houston, one in Atlanta, and they do a Funniest of Atlanta, Funniest of Houston. So this is the first annual for Alabama.
Yeah.
And there was originally 61 comics, and they were going to do 5 preliminaries. They were doing 12 at each competition, and then this one's got 13, so you get a bonus comedian at this one. What else was?
Well, it's going to be Wednesday night
Yeah.
at 7 p.m. is when the show starts. 6 p.m. when the doors open. It's $15 especially if you pay at the door. But if you call over to the Stardome and mention Bama Bob, you get 40% off, right?
Yeah. So it'll be a $9 ticket, and then of course they throw fees back on it, so it's around $11.50, something like that. And you get 13 comics.
Yeah,
So you're getting to listen to 13 comics, which was what, $1.15 per comic. So
Right, yeah.
you can't get much cheaper than that.
That's a great deal. And there's also good food at Stardome, too.
Yes.
Promo code Bama Bob.
Yeah, promo code.
Dude, yeah, that's awesome. That I didn't know that Helium had bought in on Stardome, because I mean Helium's a big deal. That's like Shane Gillis started in the one in Philly. He talks about like him and McCusker both started there, so that's really cool to know that they're trying to bring that to Birmingham.
Right.
Because the comedy scene is I mean, in my opinion, is blowing up.
Yeah.
Like
Well, and comedy has become so big. It's like it goes through ups and downs.
Right.
But it's on such a high right now, and I really think I would credit Netflix to a lot of it, because people watch the Netflix specials of everybody and that sort of thing.
Well, the Netflix, the XM radio, and,
Yep.
they have whole channels that all you do is listen to stand-up comedians all day long.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
They've got the Bonfire with Big J and Dan Soder. I listen to that a good bit. YouTube as well. A lot of people are releasing, now that you can monetize on YouTube, a lot of people are releasing their specials on YouTube and just taking ad money.
Yeah.
Making millions off ad money doing YouTube specials.
That's crazy. How much money is involved with comedy these days. Now, Bama Bob, who told you were funny?
My mama.
So that's where it started out.
That's where it started. Every time I did something crazy or funny as a kid, my mother would shake her head and said, "My son is such a comedian." So I can't make a liar out of my mother, can I?
Right.
That's right.
Now, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Well, on and off, the first time I ever did stand up was back in 1989. And it was a little different back then. I was at the University of Alabama, and they advertised that the Search Comedy Competition was coming through. I had never told a joke in public, never been on stage before, and I thought, well, why don't I just try it?
Yeah.
And I got on there and I did my 5 minutes. Of course, I didn't win, but I thought I did pretty good. I had the crowd laughing, and but after that, I never heard from them. Never heard from them after that. They never came back through or whatever. And back in those days, you had to really know somebody to get into the business.
Yeah.
And even the Stardome was still in its infancy at that time.
Right.
So, life gets in the way, and I just get back to went ahead and got my engineering degree and went on with life. And then every once in a while, I do a little show for volunteer work or something like that. But around in the middle 2010s, they started up with all these open mic comedy things. And so at that time, I was taking care of my elderly mother, and due to she had vascular dementia, and due to that, I couldn't really work or hold down a full-time job and take care of her. So the comedy seemed to be a thing where I could still get out and do something, make a little bit of money, and still have time to watch her full time.
Yeah. And so, I want to tell everybody that your mother did pass away recently. So our thoughts and prayers go out to you. And I know that that's been something that's been, close to your heart. And, and now you've got this big competition. I'm sure you're dedicating this one to her.
Yes, this is. It breaks my heart that she. This is a monumental point in my career that something could really become of this, and she's not there to see it. But I know she's looking down and watching after me and laughing with the jokes.
Yeah. Now, how is it that you prepare for 5 minutes that you think could be some of the biggest 5 minutes of your life?
Well, you just practice.
Yeah.
And I know some comedians out there like, oh, I'm funny, I just get up there and ad lib, but a lot of times it gets worse than that. There's things that come through that you get somebody, a joke might bomb. You might have a funnier joke that you get more laughs than you're expecting, and that can throw into things. So you got to practice and look in the mirror, and you got to practice it, and you got to time yourself, because it's like every other thing. You're getting paid for most part. You're getting paid to tell jokes. So if you go to work at your garage or whatever, and you punch the clock, and they say you're going to work 8 hours, well, they don't look kindly on you if you work 6.5 and sneak out the door.
Right.
And it's the same thing with comedians. If you're hired up there to do a 5-minute set or a 10-minute set, they want 5 minutes. They want 10 minutes. They don't want you to get up there, tell 2 jokes, and go, okay, I'm done.
Right.
They want 4 minutes is 4 minutes. Not 3:59, not 4:01. They want
it at 4.
Yeah.
And sometimes I know, if it was me, I've never been on the stage to be a comedian, even though it's been one of my things. I think it's a bucket list. I got to try it at some point, but I would think I would have to leave on the high note. So if I get one good joke, I'm shutting it down.
I feel like that's like the scenario to where it's usually better to be over prepared than under prepared. You got to have an arsenal of those things, right?
Yeah.
Well,
no one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
Well, it was like I was telling you earlier too. If you get a longer laugh than you expected, then in your mind you gotta think, okay, I can drop this joke. It's not my funniest joke. I'll go ahead and drop that, so I still bring in the time under the 4 minute.
Now, being that you're performing at the Stardome, that I would think for many of these comedians who are in the contest, out of the 61 that have signed up, a lot of them have never been on that stage, and it's got to be fairly overwhelming. You've been at the Stardome quite a few times.
Yes. And this competition, the thing about it is, there were no requirements to sign up for it. That we've had people that never been on stage before in their life get up there and try it for the first time. And we've got comedians up there that are already got their own following, and they travel around the United States performing, and they're in the competition, and they've had years of doing it, So you got complete amateur all the way up to semi-professional, professional in this competition.
Now, have you been to any of the preliminary rounds that have been so far? Have you gone to kind of scout them out?
Yes, I've of course gone to all 4 previous ones, and my eye, I'm more of a professional, and I'm looking at, you got, you're judging on stage presence, original material, reaction from the audience, and I'm being very professional, commenting on things in my little notes, and actually give them a little 1 through 5 on how they did in each category, and but it surprised me that there are a few that I had lower on my list when I scored them, that they went through, and the ones that I thought were going to be good, didn't make it. And there were actually a couple that I voted for that, knowing who they were, and I've heard their material before and everything, that I thought, okay, they're, be 7th or 8th on my list of the 12 or 13.
Right.
And all of a sudden that night, they just bring something new, and they get, they blow me away. So, I voted them higher,
Yeah. Now, that's one thing we didn't mention about the contest. That's how the votes are going to be. When you show up on Wednesday night, they'll give you a scorecard, and you'll go through, and you can leave notes about each performer. And then at the end of the night, they want you to rank them from 1 to 13, right?
Yeah.
And so Bob needs all the help he can get, because really, in these early rounds, it's more of a popularity contest. You may be the funniest guy on stage, but if somebody else brought 40 people to the show, they've got a little bit of an advantage.
Yes, exactly. And that's the way I'm looking at it right now. So come vote for Bama Bob. I know we've done a lot of voting in the last few months, but come vote for Bama Bob. Vote me as the funniest person in Alabama, and I guarantee you a knock-knock joke every morning.
Man.
We may have to do a daily knock-knock joke brought to you by Bama Bob here on Live at 9.
I didn't sign up for Monday morning politicking. Man. No, dude, this is really exciting. It's cool to have somebody from Jasper that's doing this. I've always wondered why there's when rest in peace Tallulah. I always wondered why when Tallulah was in business, why they never did like an open mic thing, because a lot of times breweries and open mic nights kind of coincide. So.
Yeah, that's what Bob does. One brewery pretty often, right?
Yeah, well, Cahaba in Birmingham.
Right, yeah.
And it's probably the best open mic in the Birmingham area. They generally have, most times open mics are comedians coming just to test jokes, so you have a room full of comedians.
Right.
And I will tell you this, that most comedians don't laugh at other comedians.
Right. Yeah.
But at Cahaba, you have the comedians there, but you also have non-comedians. It's like a 3-to-1 ratio where you have 3 non-comedians to every comedian, so they're actually coming to watch.
They want to laugh.
So it's a good test audience to see if they'll laugh. Honestly, if you can get another comedian to laugh or fall out of their chair laughing, you've got some good material.
We're saving that joke,
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah, once upon a time when I worked at Tin Roof, they did one over there, and there was a guy, Aaron Weber. He came in and did 5 minutes, and then the next thing I know, he's on a podcast with Nate Bargatze. So it's like that dude. I think he's under his web now, under his web of comedians out of Nashville, and that's crazy, because that dude. I mean, I thought he was hilarious, and then you turn around, here he is. So these open mic nights, man, you can go to one and there's no telling who you're going to see.
Right.
Next thing you know,
or who might be there scouting.
Exactly. Yeah. The next thing you know, somebody's got a special.
Yeah.
Well, after this competition, if no matter whether I move on and become big and famous or not, I would like to look about doing some open mic time
and
here in
different places
Jasper at local restaurants. But here's the thing about doing open mics: it's not like music.
Right.
Music, you get up there and you play your musical instruments, sing your song. Everybody's doing their own thing, and their background music's in the background, and they might have one ear out listening to it. But with comedy, you've really got to be focused on the comedian to really understand the material and get the joke. You can't really do it as a background thing.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
When you're doing an open mic, you have to have like a restaurant have like a separate room where you can do the comedy in a separate room, and then the waitresses can come through and you want anything to eat, anything to drink,
or just tell everybody to shut up,
but
listen.
Yeah, everybody's focused on
right. Because if you're having a conversation, you can't be focused on the comedian, and you're going to pick up just the punchline or the opening of the joke, and you're not going to know what the guy's saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's how most open mics. The rooms are tailored and for the open mic for the comedians. Yeah. Right. So
and you will see a lot of if you travel around to a lot of comedy clubs, you will have that where I've been to the Laughing Skull in Atlanta, the Punchline in Atlanta, and what they have is like a restaurant section, and then they have the comedian room, where they actually perform the show. So you can like go out and eat in the restaurant and then come into the room and have a few drinks while you listen to a comedian, or you can get you a snack basket or whatever while you're in the room.
I've been to the Punchline once in Atlanta, and I saw the amazing Jonathan. Do y'all know him?
I've heard of him.
He was a magician guy.
Oh yeah,
that did really sick, like twisted magic stuff.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Like he'd stab himself in the hand or something and scream.
That was like a Comedy Central thing.
Yes,
back in the day. Yeah, I remember that.
Now the one thing Bryan mentioned just then that kind of piqued my ears too was about people getting into groups, and you like get under a big comedian, and I know that was the way to get in to the business back in the early days when you were first starting, but you're seeing a lot more of that now. Like people get under that Kill Tony banner, or they get under Nate Bargatze, and that's how they kind of move up the chain. Yeah.
Well, see, back in the day when I was at the University of Alabama, and I tried it at one time and didn't really know, Alabama would have comedians come through just to entertain the students. And, they were lower comedians that you never heard of none of them.
Right.
And, but there was one in particular that came through, and he would do the whole southeastern college circuit, do Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida, and every few months he'd come back through. And I would go see him because I thought he was funny, and I would, sit and after the show, we'd just sit and talk. But it never occurred to me to ask him who his agent was, how to get in the business or anything like that. It just never hit me, at 18, 19, 20 years old. But just to let you know who that comedian was, he was a ventriloquist with two puppets. He had Walter, and he had a little puppet named Peanut.
Jeff Dunham.
Yep.
Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
And
you should have been asking him some questions.
Household name now.
It never occurred to me because this was like back, he had just started out
right,
himself.
Yeah.
And, if I had known who he was going to become,
Right, yeah.
I would have said, hey, let me go tour with you right now,
Hey, let's, it's close to the bottom of the hour, so let's take our bottom of the hour break and hear from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll be talking more about Bama Bob and his big showcase coming up on Wednesday night at the Stardome. Go ahead and be looking it up. And like I said, if you call the Stardome, and order your tickets and mention Bama Bob, you get 40% off. It's only $15 anyway.
Promo code Bama Bob.
But go Bama Bob when you call, and you get that break on it. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back on Live at Now with James Phillips on WJLX.
Young Jewelers. That name has been a part of Jasper for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, for 3 generations and over 70 years, Young Jewelers has been located in downtown Jasper, striving to earn your loyalty with quality and customer service. Young Jewelers has set the standard in diamonds, jewelry, and gifts. You can afford to have a diamond from Young Jewelers. Our friendly staff can assure you of that. And you're always greeted with a smile and a genuine concern for your needs. Whether it's custom design work or diamonds from one of the name brand vendors, a consultation at Young Jewelers will have you feeling confident you've made the right choice. Young Jewelers, located across from City Hall on 19th Street and online at youngjewelers.com.
Start your story at Bevel State Community College. Whether you need seamless academic transfer classes, high-wage, high-demand career technical or health science programs, rapid training opportunities that get you into the workforce quickly, dual enrollment or adult education courses, Bevel State is your community college for a quality education. Visit bscc.edu to learn about our convenient and affordable options to make your future visible. Your story starts at Bevel State.
Carl Cannon, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Corridor X, and Jasper. We're more than just a new car dealer. We're a certified pre-owned dealer, too. As a used car dealer in Jasper, we have access to a wide variety of used cars from across the area. As a new Buick, Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC dealer, we have the latest models that GM provides from 4 amazing brands. Let us show you around our dealership. With so many options, we're sure you'll find what you're looking for. Browse our inventory online at carlcannon.com. When other dealers can't, Cannon can. Carl Cannon, Corridor X at Industrial Boulevard in Jasper.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake McKenzie from All South Land and Timber. We've been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Pinnacle Bank, member FDIC.
If you're craving great food in a place that feels just right, it's time to head to Jake's on 4th in downtown Jasper. From stacked made-to-order burgers to hearty favorites fresh off the grill, every dish at Jake's is cooked with care and full of flavor. It's comfortable, relaxed, and always welcoming. Whether you're meeting friends, enjoying a casual dinner, or just want a laid-back spot with great atmosphere, Jake's on 4th delivers every time. Located at 1810 4th Avenue South of downtown Jasper, Jake's is open Wednesday through Saturday with lunch from 11 to 3:30 and dinner 5 to close. Jake's has great food, an easygoing vibe, and it's a place you'll want to come back to. Jake's on 4th, fine dining done the Walker County way.
Hey, this is Nick Norris from The Game Managers. Every Friday afternoon at 6 on WJLX, Patrick Hanna and I break down the news of the week in sports. From local high school games to the biggest moments in college and the pros. No hot takes for clicks, just sports news, real analysis, and the conversations you actually want to hear. If you like sports as much as us, then make The Game Managers part of your Friday nights. We'll see you there.
The sound of Walker County on 101.5 is WDXB HD3 Pelham, W286BM Jasper, an iHeart radio station. Listen on the free iHeart radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
You're listening to Live at 9 with James Phillips, presented by Young Jewelers on WJLX.
And we are back on Live at 9 with James Phillips and Bryan Baker, and our guest this morning is Bama Bob, professional comedian from here in Jasper that's going to be at the Stardome Comedy Club this Wednesday night as a part of the Alabama's Funniest competition that's going on there. Want to thank all of our sponsors. You just heard from everybody. Jake's on 4th.
Jake's on 4th.
Young Jewelers.
Young Jewelers.
There you go. They're our title sponsors. And
I need to get my chain cleaned. I need to go see him.
Yes. And it's looking magnificent on front of that Ren and Stimpy shirt too.
Let's go, baby.
It takes a real man to be able to wear a Ren and Stimpy shirt.
Probably need to wash the shirt too with the chain, but we'll get to that.
So, Bama Bob, I'm gonna let Bryan. Bryan, what you got?
Man, I just think it's really cool to have somebody from here in Walker County going to the Stardome and doing stuff. I love going over there. I love the atmosphere. You know, I've seen some great acts over there. I saw Steve Brown from Atlanta, and actually sat front row for his stuff and got absolutely clowned. That dude does great crowd work. Saw Theo Vaughn there, 2019. Yeah, he was great. I think he was still using then. He was pretty jacked up. But no, a few questions. So you said there's been some other people that there's in this preliminary round that has pretty good following, and we were talking about. So who are some of those people that have come through already?
Well, we had Cassio Kidd came through. He made it through the last preliminary 2 weeks ago.
Rightfully so.
And there's also another comedian that made it through with Jasper ties, Brooks Bell.
Okay.
And he has, I think he wasn't born here, but he lived here for a few years with his grandmother as a teenager.
Nice.
And I think he did host an open mic at the Twisted Barley several years back. I think we had tried to do an open mic down there at one time.
See, those last few years get a little cloudy on me. I had some problems. We took care of them, but yes. And so when you're getting ready to go and do an event like this, or to do, I guess this is somewhat different than an open mic night. What process do you go through as far as like writing jokes and workshopping material and kind of getting everything together?
Well, mainly for most professional comedians, that they'll have like, for me, myself, I have like 5 or 6 routines that I've worked out in my mind, and it involves a lot of standing there in the mirror and repeating jokes over and over again, and even timing yourself, because I have routines. I have about 5 routines, and each one of them have like a 3-minute set, a 5-minute set, a 10-minute set, and a 15-minute set.
Okay.
So depending on where I'm at and how much time they've asked me to do, I've got something that I could work through that's already in my mind. And sometimes I do ad lib a little bit and throw in different jokes just to keep it lively. But yeah, it involves a lot of talking to yourself in the mirror to get prepared for it.
Now, we're not going to put you on the spot today and make you do a set or anything, but tell people a little bit about like who you would compare yourself to, maybe a comedian that's well known.
Well, my style is what I'm trying to do. I kind of advertise myself. I'm a middle-aged redneck from the state of Alabama who solves the world's problems.
Roll Tide.
So,
there you go.
So it's basically a Jeff Foxworthy with, oh my Lord, I forgot his name.
Well, he's not that famous then.
George Carlin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love that.
That I get out there and I, tell everybody, well, the problem is,
Right.
And I tell them, who better to solve the problem than a middle-aged redneck from the state of Alabama? And the problem is racism. And then I talk, and then I go into my routine about this would solve racism if you would just,
Yeah. Well, and
that.
You should even add to it a middle-aged redneck from Alabama, especially from Walker County.
Especially from Walker County.
We've got the answers. People just need to listen, right?
In the thick of it, baby.
Now, I was going to say, I think that I was looking for the list, and the other comedians that are going to be there on this Wednesday. It's in no particular order. The host is Calvin Sledge, Josh Belcher, Mike Sales, Adonis, Morgan Olivia, AJ O'Leary, Andy Bates, Tony Snow, all one word, all capital letters, Mary Elaine Long, Crystal Bullock, and Bama Bob. and they're each going to have a 4-minute set to be able to go through. But those are some of the comedians that are going to be there. Do you know much about any of them that are going to be there with you?
Oh yes, A.J. O'Leary, excellent, excellent comedian. He actually does. I love his delivery. You know who Bob Newhart?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He has that. He delivers his punchlines with that completely straight face.
Yeah, just totally dry.
Just totally dry, and even Jerry Seinfeld with his delivery.
Right.
And he's excellent. Who else? I should have memorized on which 13. All I know is Bama Bob is excellent. You know,
yeah.
He's going to be real famous in years, so you need to come see him now when the tickets are cheap.
That's right.
Promo code Bama Bob.
Yeah, promo code.
Mention Bama Bob.
And Bama Bob, we got to get some Walker County folks out there because it is like, if you've said it and I've said it, it really is a popularity contest this time out.
Yeah.
And comedy's kind of subjective anyway, too. Some people may think you're not funny at all, and some people may think you're the funniest guy they've ever seen.
Oh, yes. And if anybody's wanting to try comedy, just remember this. It doesn't matter how funny, how good you are, you're going to bomb at some point. You're going to feel like a terrorist because
bomb's going to go off.
And it's happened to me where I've been in a room full of 400 people and people laughing like crazy.
Right. Yeah.
And then I was in a room with 9 people and they're all, you know, and it's like, what's this guy talking about?
Right. Yeah. And it really does.
It hurts. It hurts. Yeah. It's demoralizing.
And especially when people are coming to a club to see a headliner and they don't really know who the openers are. I would imagine that would be pretty tough because you may be an opener for somebody that's not the same type humor and the crowd's just sitting there going, who is this? You know.
Yeah, that's why when you are an opener, you got to really does my comedy match what the headliner is? I mean, do our styles clash? I mean, and really you got to draw from the crowd too. You know, if I get up on stage and there's nothing but rednecks, I know what material to do.
Right.
If it's an audience. If it's a black audience, I've been in front of a completely black audience,
right?
And I have routines for that. But you can't do the same routine for the same group of people.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And then when you're at somewhere like the Stardome, where it's going to probably be more of a mixed crowd, men and women, black and white, and Hispanic. I mean, you got to have a little something for everybody.
Well, there is a routine I do called Pink Eye.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was talking about. It goes to racism.
Oh, okay.
That to solve racism, we're all one race. We're the human race.
Right.
But somebody tomorrow is going to wake up and still feel superior to everybody else.
Right.
So you still need one racial slur for the whole entire human race.
Right.
And that's pink eye. Because we're all pink in the middle.
There you go. I agree with that.
I was afraid that was going to go. It's okay though.
You thought it was going to go really dirty, didn't you?
Oh man, yeah. So that leads me to my next question. So when you're doing comedy and you're up on stage, so are you into street jokes? Are you into crowd work, or are you telling jokes from real life experience?
I do both. Well, I do all of it. I have stories where I just get up there and tell stories about my dogs.
Right. Yeah.
And just,
love that.
Just exaggerate on the activity of my dogs sometimes, and then I have my pristine written jokes that are
right.
That are always on.
Right. Always good.
Yeah.
And then I have my opening one-liner. I have plenty of one-liners. I love the one-liners. I have another one that's, I'm a middle-aged redneck from the state of Alabama, and then I kind of like a Jeff Foxworthy, you might be a redneck.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it, it's something I go into that would shock. Wait a minute, you're a middle-aged redneck, and you just said you were this.
Right.
And then I throw the punchline in there, and they're like, oh.
Yeah, man. Don't give it away.
Yeah,
Can't
let
give
me
it away.
surprise for Wednesday.
I got to convince these people to come see
That's,
me.
what's reeling us in for a trip over on Wednesday night. I can make it.
I'm there. I'm going to be there.
I think we have to go.
Yeah,
because we got to support our guy here.
Say, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free, right?
That's true. Yeah. Now, one thing I wanted to kind of get into you two with is the idea of a stage name, because both of you guys, Bob's never met Bryan, but Bryan's also known as Barry Bangers because of his DJ gig. So, how do you? What made you think? Yeah, I need a stage name.
Well, like I was telling you earlier, that it basically the stage name came from my mother.
Right.
I mean, most of my comedy, my mother was such the fan. I wish that more comedians had that, because I go to these open mics and they talk about, well, we're going to record this and we're going to put it on this show or whatever.
Yeah.
And they say, no, my parents don't know I do this.
Right.
Or they're ashamed they don't want me to do this or whatever. And that, my mother was, you're going to tell a joke. I don't care if you're a trained engineer, you're going to tell a joke.
Right.
That's right.
And she's always been my biggest fan, and a lot of the things with the stage name Bama Bob actually came from, she was putting time on my phone.
Yeah, back in the day when you put time on it.
And when she told me the story of the guy laughing because the name in the phone was Bama Bob, I promised her, well, if I ever did make it as a comedian, Bama Bob would be my stage name.
Yeah. And now, why use a stage name? Remind everybody your given name.
Well, my full complete name, I'm Walter Travis Manasco.
Which sounds like a serial killer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But see, I kill you on the stage.
Exactly. But Bama Bob, boom, I remember that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't remember Travis Walter Manasco.
Well, Walter Travis Manasco.
Walter Travis Manasco. I even already messed it up. But Bama Bob, I'll remember the rest of my life. And it rolls off, and it's just easy to remember. And
it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
Yeah. And I'm sure starting out, too, you thought it gives you a little anonymity, too.
Yeah. It does at first because actually for the first 4 years I was performing as Bama Bob, no one knew what my real name was.
Right.
It's just everybody just calls me Bama Bob, and still a lot of people do just see me call me Bama Bob.
I get that a lot too, man.
I wish I would have come up with a stage name back in the day when I first became a writer. Mainly not because of any of the writing or anything, because I like to put my name out there and people know what I think or whatever. But doing this wrestling thing that I do, using James Phillips as the name, people think it's real, and everything I say and do or how I act is the real me.
Yeah, dude, that digital footprint lives forever.
Yeah. And I'm not
forever.
I'm just being a heel for show sometimes, people.
Yeah.
Now, why did you think stage name Barry Bangers?
Well, at the time, I was doing some things and I needed an alias, amateur pharmaceutical days.
Right.
But, yeah, man.
Not in Walker County.
No way. So I pledged to fraternity. I had a mustache. They were like, you don't look like Bryan, you look like Barry. And so I was Barry when I was a pledge. And then it turns out I was going and doing shows as Barry. And then somebody's like, man, he's playing Bangers tonight. I was like, uh-oh.
There's
Barry Bangers.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll roll with it. And here I am 15 years later.
Yeah.
That's Barry Bangers. Still
and
doing
it's
it.
And it's crazy when we go out places, even if we're like selling ads, he's Bryan Baker because that's who he is. But, we'll be introducing him or something like that. And somebody will be like, oh man, I think I know you. And I'm the first one to go, he's also known as Barry Bangers. And it's like, boom, yeah, I know you. I've seen you all over the place.
Yeah, I think our new sheriff came in and he was trying to pinpoint where he had seen me. And when James said he's Barry Bangers, he was like, oh, yeah.
So that's another name like Bama Bob. And both of y'all BB.
Yeah.
So
the BB Club.
Yeah, I got the BB boys today.
Love that. I love that. Dude, yeah, I think I'm just very intrigued by the whole, because like I said, comedy is huge for me. it's an art form that I like to digest. It's something that has gotten me through some dark times in life.
Oh yeah. Well, you cannot go wrong with laughter.
No, it's the best medicine.
And I know some people think, well, there's some things you shouldn't, joke about or whatever. But for me, like, my mother just died.
Right. Yeah.
But she was such a fan of mine that,
Yeah.
I'll joke about it because it makes me feel better.
Right. Yeah.
It's just that was our bond. That was, that meant everything to me. And making her smile with a vascular dementia and everything, to tell a joke and to see her laugh and smile, was the best thing for both of us.
Right. I'm sure it helped both of you mentally and physically to be able to laugh when you're going through such traumatic events,
Yeah. And that just, people use comedy as a defense when they're nervous. They'll joke, and it's just, anytime you can get somebody to laugh, you're making that connection. And being on stage, that's another thing, is to be a successful comedian, you got, like, we're doing 4 minutes on Wednesday night. I got 4 minutes to make a connection to an audience that probably half of them they have never seen me or don't know who I am or whatever.
And with it being a competition, they're almost looking for something bad so they can count off against each person, that sort of thing.
Well, see, people are more willing to laugh at your jokes if they feel connected to
you.
If you have something that they would be familiar with, like telling a joke about a dog. Hey, I got a dog.
Something they can connect with.
Oh yeah, my dog does that same thing. Ha ha ha.
Right. Yeah. Now, Brian, you got anything else? One thing I was going to ask you is, who are some of your favorite comedians? It can be now or from the past.
Well, love Jeff Dunham. Love Jeff Foxworthy. A comedian named Jeff Allen. I don't know if y'all know him or not.
Name sounds really familiar.
He does a routine called That's the America I Grew Up In.
Yeah.
And he's talking about his granddaughter, how he's wanting to push her down the slide so she'll know what a real slide is, but she's like on this little plastic slide, and he pushes her and she scoots 2 inches.
Right.
Wee papa,
Yeah.
And I guess I have a soft spot for comedians named Jeff, I reckon. But I love George Carlin. Eddie Murphy. Richard Pryor. All the great ones from the 80s and the 90s that they hone their craft.
Definitely. Yeah. Who are some of your favorites, Brian? Or who's maybe your favorite you've seen in person or something?
Theo Vaughn was, of course, he was hilarious. And I've been into Shane Gillis before he blew up, before the SNL fire, before all that stuff. He's my favorite comedian by far. Him, and he does Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. Him and Matt McCusker. Dude, just everybody.
Yeah.
Whoever's the funniest, whoever makes me laugh, because I like to laugh.
Yeah.
My whole life's a joke, so that's what I'm in it for.
My comedic tastes range all over the board too. Kind of like you're saying, I love a good Southern comedian, but it's because I'm automatically going to connect with that because I know it. But also, I love Hispanic comedians. I love black comedians, like all over the board, And the guy the Indian guy, man, I can't remember his name right now, but he is so funny. He's one of my favorite comedians right now, and I cannot remember his name. But he's in a few different movies.
Are you talking about Aziz Ansari?
No, not Aziz, but he's funny too. He's from Park and Rec. I'll have to look it up while we're talking.
Oops.
What you mentioned Hispanic comedians is that Iglesias.
Enrique
Fluffy,
Iglesias. Yeah, Fluffy.
He goes through by Fluffy.
Yeah.
Because of that routine. I love him.
There's another guy that has been at Stardom a lot, Carlos Mencia.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Joke stealer.
Yeah, is he?
I mean, him and Joe Rogan got into it.
Oh, did they really?
A long time. Oh, dude, a long time
I
ago.
saw that post about
From him stealing one of Bobby Lee's jokes a long time ago.
I got you.
Well, here's the thing about stealing jokes. You got 8 billion people in the world.
Yeah,
that's
seriously.
true.
You don't think 2 of the 8 billion are going to come up with the same joke about the same time?
Oh, well, like I've heard, I was really close friends with Mickey Dean, and he did jokes that other people had done, and they did his jokes. Like it goes back and forth. So.
Well, most comedians, they'll have a staff of writers, and all
Right.
they do is write the joke and
Right.
hand it off, and then it's the comedian's job to make it funny or make it entertaining.
Now, one of my favorites that I've seen in person was Jim Brewer. I saw him at the Stardome from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Half Baked and everything.
Goat Boy.
Goat Boy, yeah, he was really funny and did a great stand-up routine that wasn't like skits like you would see on Saturday Night Live.
I saw him with Metallica when Metallica toured.
Oh,
he
wow.
was, used to the metal scene, and comedy would be the one and the same. And he did the in between bands for Metallica. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I like Cajun comedians too for some reason. I've had 2 different friends that are Cajun comedians. Michael Reed was one that a lot of people didn't know. He was really close friends with Mickey Dean. Was how I got to meet him. And then John Morgan is a guy that still tours, and he's a Cajun comedian that's just hilarious. I think something about the voice, kind of like Bama Bob, you got a distinct voice.
I got a distinct voice.
Sticks out.
Yeah.
Honestly, I always hated my voice growing up. I can't stand to hear myself recorded, even though that's a function of being a comedian. Is when you get a chance to record, you record it because you replay it and you go, okay, here I needed a better punchline here. If I used this instead of that, I would have got a better laugh.
Yeah.
But I hate listening to my own voice.
Yeah. And I think most people do because we're not used to hearing it. I've finally gotten used to hearing my own voice, and I still will listen to it and go, man, what's wrong with him today?
I turn the radio off when we air commercials on the station.
Well, nobody else needs to do that, Brian.
Oops.
Well, running my own commercial, I'll be driving down the road and I hear my commercial go on and I go, wait a minute, who is that guy? Because he don't sound nothing like me.
Oh, dude, yeah. I was like, oh.
But both of y'all have great voices too, because Brian does a great job on the voiceovers on the things. I don't know why he doesn't like his voice.
Well, dude, God rest his soul. My daddy always told me I did have a face for radio.
Well, this is a podcast.
Yeah, right. My dad said the same thing, and I would tell him, I got a face for radio, but I've got a voice for newspapers. So that's what I ended up writing.
There we go. Love it.
Well, I think it's about time for Woody Wilson to come in here. Let's remind everybody. Bob, tell them about Wednesday night at the Stardome.
Okay, it's Wednesday night. It's the 5th preliminary for the Alabama's Funniest Person contest. Starts at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $15. If you call the box office at 444-0008 and mention Bama Bob when you get tickets, you will get a 40% discount. So there'll only be like with the fees back on it, fees and taxes, it's like $11. So you will get to hear 13 comics for $11. You will not get a cheaper deal than that.
That's the best entertainment deal in town right there.
Promo code Bama Bob.
Yeah, that's right.
And my social media, you can follow me at Bama Bob Comedian on Facebook or Bama Bob 299 on Instagram.
There you go. So go out and follow the social media pages. And the biggest thing, if you want a fun night and you're not going to church on Wednesday night, go to the Stardome in Hoover and let's push Bob through this preliminary round so he gets into the later rounds of the competition.
I'll be there. Yeah. I'll be there.
Support me now because I may not acknowledge you when I'm rich and famous.
That's right. Once he gets big and famous,
strapping a rocket to him, sending him to the moon.
But he'll still keep telling everybody he's from Jasper, Alabama.
That's right.
Of course.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening this morning. A good way to start the week off on Monday. We'll be back tomorrow. So until then, be kind and love, and we'll see you tomorrow and Live at 9 with James Phillips on WJLX.